year, I have parents come up to me and they tell me, oh, that all-star team, they missed my kid. You know, or the kid themselves, oh, Coach Andy, how do I make the all-star team? Well, you're in luck. I'm an author of a book called How to Make All-Stars, so you can certainly get that. But there are a lot of different things that are involved in choosing an all-star team. And as a coach that's coached all-stars, as a coach that's coached at the high school level, and we pick teams very similarly, and there's different techniques, and depending on how your league picks all-stars might determine what you needed to do to make the all-star team. Obviously it involves, hopefully your league involves some sort of skill, and so, you know, let's find out how to get to be better player. You want to be the best player you can be. Hopefully you're better than at least 10 or 12 other kids in your league. Sometimes that's not enough. We have things such as, don't anyone tell anyone else, but there are politics. Your parents will tell you about that if you're the kid watching this, but unfortunately, it's a fact of life. It happens in the job market, it happens everywhere. So let's don't be ignorant to the fact that somebody may choose your child or not choose your child based on something other than talent. Okay, so it does happen. There are ways to tip some of those political alliances in your favor, if that's something you want to do, if that's something that's totally against your morals or whatever, then you are left fighting on talent and then being noticed, okay? So there are ways of getting noticed. Sometimes you can just be super talented and people didn't even know you were there. And it works just the opposite. Sometimes we have a kid just this year that made All-Stars that isn't even a regular player, but the coach of the All-Star team, I think, remembered a great play that he did. And that's okay. I mean, that's a way to get noticed. The kid got noticed, it stuck in the coach's brain, lasted all season, he was picked. So it works both ways. You can be noticed that way, you can be noticed for being a goof off, and you thought nobody was watching, and all of a sudden, well, I don't want that kid because he's a goof off. And so you may be the most talented kid in the league, and there's reasons that people don't want to be around you or around your kid. And as parents, they may not be around, you're too pushy, you don't help out enough. There's a million reasons, and there's a lot of things that go into making an all-star team. And sometimes it's nothing more than the two kids were both talented, and I only have one spot. So it can be as simple as that. You know, it can be I wanted a lefty batter, or I wanted a position that I didn't have. And so even though your kid is great at shortstop, I already had 3 other shortstops, now I needed a first baseman, didn't have one, or a catcher, or whatever. So be good at the prime positions for all-stars, starting at pitcher, catcher, shortstop, first base, and then it fills out from there. Center field is a great outfield position if you're a really strong, fast outfielder that shags a lot of fly balls down that other kids don't get to. So those are kind of the brief summary of a 60-page book that I wrote, but that's how you can make all-stars.
Check in the description below on how to get my book on how to make all-stars. That's actually filled with 88 pages of more tips and techniques on how to make the team. And if you'd like more tips on hitting, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell to be notified when the next one comes out, where I talk about how much practice you need.